Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
Underpass is underwater. Neighborhood streets looking like rivers and so many basements just swamped.
Yeah, it's been a very long day for some Metro Detroiters forced out of their homes, even in need of rescue from the flooding brought by the rain that started last night.
And taking a live look now at a stretch of the Southfield Freeway near Outer Drive, you see just how much water has collected there. You see the sign, that's 14 feet 3 inches, forcing cars off the freeway onto some surface streets, but a lot of those surface streets at this hour are also flooded.
Yeah, and that's just the start of our flooding coverage here at 6.
Ben has a forecast that has gotten a bit less ominous here in the past couple of hours. We'll get to him in a moment. Let's start, though, in the neighborhoods with Sean Lay, live in one of those hardest hit by the flooding. He's in Dearborn Heights. Sean.
Good evening, Kimberly and Devin. Look at the creek behind me now, a rushing stream headed that way. That creek is the culprit, doing all of this damage to many blocks here in Dearborn Heights. This has happened in the past, and now it's happened again. And I can tell you, talking to people here today, they have absolutely just had it with the flooding.
This is awful.
The emotional toll is now taking over for people like Tori Stennett.
Everything's gone.
When the Ecorse Creek took over this Dearborn Heights neighborhood and inundated the sewers as well.
Oh my goodness, stuff that was in the basement's gone.
Look at these idiots. He's going to stall, and he's going to push water into somebody's house. He's going to fall in the hole up there where they just dug for that barricade if you don't watch it.
This neighborhood northwest of Telegraph and Van Born is underwater. The damage...
Too much rain too quickly, and it had nowhere to go.
Is now adding up for everyone.
The furnace, the hot water heater, the washer dryer for sure, and I had those all replaced 5 years ago when we flooded.
Sandy Holtgren just went through this like everyone else here 5 years ago.
I don't think I can do it again. I just don't think I can. I'm 5 years older too.
But first things first is getting out of these homes. Dearborn Heights firefighters going door to door, making rescue after rescue in their boats. For those who didn't need to be rescued.
Oh, we're riding a boat all day. We're in a boat on Courier Street.
It's the only way you can get in or out.
They're making the most of what is a disastrous day.
About to grab the fishing pole.
All right, here we are at 6 o'clock now. There's water up to the steering wheel in this car, but you can tell the water has receded just a bit out here, guys. The Dearborn Heights, the city here, asking the state for a state of emergency for neighbors. But look, it's going to take neighbors a long time if they got a rescue today to get back in here to just start assessing the damage. A lot of frustration, a lot of broken hearts out here tonight, guys. Back to you.
Yeah. And it all looks like it's all the same, but every family has their own struggle that they're dealing with right now. So right. All right, Sean. With the flooding risk continuing for the Jefferson-Chalmers neighborhood the next few days, Mayor Duggan is now asking citizens for their help.
We're going to have to put tens of thousands of bags of sand down in the next 3 or 4 days. And so we are asking for members of the community, go to the city website, and if you can give us 2 hours, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, we need your help.
And if you need help with flooding issues or can volunteer, the website is DetroitMI.gov.
All that flooding looks bad outside for homes, but some of the worst impact is, of course, inside in the basements.
Nick Monticelli got a look at the damage inside one home in Allen Park.
Good evening. These are the sounds that can be heard in many Metro Detroit basements today. Sump pumps working as hard and as fast as they can, trying to pump all of this excess water out of their basements and out into the sewer system. Now, we're inside of a home here in Allen Park, and this actually isn't as bad as it was. In fact, take a look at this line. The water came up here. This is close to a foot, and imagine how much damage has been done in this basement because of it. Now, this sump pump has been running since about 8 o'clock this morning, and there is still this much water left in. It is a huge mess that nobody wants to deal with.
It's depressing. Like, I know it's more depressing for my mom and aunt because it's mostly their stuff, but it's still, when I went down there, I'm like, oh my God, like all of our stuff is like gone. We gotta throw away, rugs, toys. We gotta throw away a lot of stuff.
Outside of their home, I'd like to show you some other things that are happening outside of this community. Over in Inkster, this woman is dealing with 4 feet of water in her basement. You can't even walk down there, and she has a music recording studio, tens of thousands of dollars worth of equipment that is now all destroyed. Also, this flooding has caused essential gridlock. There are so many areas where cars tried to get through the standing water and just couldn't make it, including a smart bus. Take a look at this. A driver thought he could get through, didn't happen, and heavy equipment had to be pulled in to try to get that bus out there, and that took hours. So something else I want to show you too is that back here in Allen Park, it's not just their home we're talking about. There are multiple homes all lined up. You can see all the hoses running from all of these different homes, and they're going to be working on this until it's done. Hopefully the next round of rain doesn't cause even more problems. We're in Allen Park. Nick Monticelli, Local 4.
I'm consumer investigator Hank Winchester with important information for anyone who's experienced damage from the flooding. If you live in Allen Park and you have flood damage, you can contact City Hall and provide your name, your address, your phone number. We're told the city is keeping all of that information right now in case there is a FEMA declaration down the road. As far as flooding related scams right now, if you hear about one, I want to know about it. But the city of Allen Park, also downriver communities, telling me right now they haven't heard about any known threat, but we encourage you to be cautious when hiring a contractor right now. We have more information for you on the Help Me Hank page at clickondetroit.com.
Hank. Well, the last thing we need right now is more rain, and the forecast has definitely been improving where that's concerned.
So let's turn things over to Ben now, what we're expecting now. Ben?
Yeah, that's one thing that is working in our favor, Kim and Devin. The flood warning, though, still in effect for this area of Wayne County. This is pretty much where the worst of it has happened, and all of our crews have been pretty much centered in this area. This is until tonight at 6:45. Possibly could be extended if these waters don't recede. So we'll be watching that very carefully. The 2-day rain totals more than impressive, over 3.5 inches at Detroit at Metro Airport. That makes this the 3rd wettest April on record in the city. And flood watches are already up for tomorrow. This is in preparation for what could really make flooding even worse, starting 4 p.m. on Thursday, running through 10 a.m. on Friday for a good chunk of the area that saw a lot of those heavy rains last night. Here's a little bit more good news. The severe risk that we were watching today has now been pushed to the south. So no longer are we under that threat, and we may even see a little bit of sunshine as we close things out. Temperatures falling tonight. We'll talk more about that rain we're expecting tomorrow in just a few minutes. Guys?
All right, Ben. We have seen so many heartbreaking images all day long, but obviously we've shown you a lot of it here just in the last couple of minutes.
For example, we saw this woman in Dearborn Heights looking out at the mess outside her house. And here you can see another rescue. Neighbors jammed into a boat.
Others have been assessing the flooding from kayaks, just floating right through residential streets that have turned into rivers. Even man's best friend has needed a helping hand today, safely moved to dry ground by first responders who find themselves right now dealing with a long list of really unique situations. Yeah. So our coverage will continue here at clickondetroit.com. We put a lot of more photos, video, a lot of information about shelters, more there about the mayor's call for help and volunteers as well. Head to clickondetroit.com. We'll keep updating the forecast too.
And more news tonight. Detroit police get a terrible call at 4 a.m. of a murder-suicide attempt at a home on the city's east side. It left one Detroit woman dead. And as our Rod Maloney reports, the family who had guests and 4 children in the home at the time is reeling.
Family tells Local 4 News 30-year-old Shanique Collins died this morning. Police tell Local 4 News the man who asked for her hand in marriage just 2 months ago shot and killed her in their apartment in the early morning hours on the Far East Side. Shanique's grieving sister Shamira Collins and a friend tell us about the full life she led.
She just turned 30, just got engaged. She was everything. Love to dance.
Love to dance, have fun, cook.
Have 3 beautiful daughters. Always kept them up, always kept herself up. It's just crazy.
That was disturbing enough, but Detroit Police Captain Michael DeCiccio of the 5th Precinct says the couple argued downstairs after a night with friends visiting who were in the apartment along with their children.
3 children that they have in common were upstairs sleeping, and there was another of the persons that were visiting. One of their children was also there. So there are 4 children in the apartment total.
All of the children were under the age of 10. Children's father had a 9mm handgun. Police say after shooting his fiancée, he turned the gun on himself but survived the gunshot.
Everything was cool. Like, I don't know.
Now you look behind me here, there's the door of the apartment. You can see the police tape on the ground. Police are telling us that the fiance who shot himself in the head has gone into surgery at St. John's Hospital. He's listed in critical condition, and they're going to have to wait and see whether there can be a prosecution or if something else transpires to change where they might be headed. Reporting live in Detroit, Rod Maloney, Local 4.
Absolutely senseless. Okay, Rod.
Now to a Local 4 News update. Former Macomb County Clerk Karen Spranger is now facing a felony larceny charge for allegedly stealing hundreds of dollars from an elderly woman in her care. Macomb County Prosecutor Eric Smith claims these photos catch her stealing more than $1,600 from that 78-year-old woman's bank account. Investigators have been looking for Spranger now since March. They haven't been able to find her. If you know where she is, you're urged to contact police immediately.
Well, it's not easy to talk about, but it's something parents need to hear about a trend involving teens and suicide. New at 6, we have a warning that could save a life.
Some of the best names in Detroit radio history getting together to celebrate the loss of a real Detroit legend. That story coming up.